Surprise!
Okay, and I'm up, and if Telegram stays functional, oh, open, copy. I'm having so much stupid computer issue today. Paste. Everything is cranky because my battery died. Okay, so that's done. So, yeah, I'm going to finish the thing. I am working on a shopping bag. It's very large and cumbersome. And I'm coming to you live from my living room instead of the bedroom tonight because I got sick of the green walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually on the last row of these handles. Shopping bags are amazingly easy, but to do, I've learned. Let's see. What happened to me today? I actually am proud of myself. I learned how to do a new thing in Excel today. I learned how to pull data. I learned how to pull data from one worksheet to another, which is a tremendous thing. I never really learned how to use spreadsheets. I just kind of use them. Which one?
You.
Shut up. I have a human being on the other side of this wall making fun of me talking to myself. It took me an hour to figure out how to pull data from one Excel spreadsheet to another.
Import range.
So Wyson comes over and you do this command and this command and this function and this function and ta-da, it's done.
In Google Sheets, called import range.
But we use Excel. Google Sheets are blocked because it's not secure.
Google Sheets is pretty secure.
According to my company's security policy, we use Microsoft SharePoint. We don't use Google Drive.
SharePoint is definitely not as
Okay, so the only Google function we can use on our computers at work is the search. Every other app is blocked.
Yeah.
So it happened today that creating spreadsheets became my job. And I spent an hour learning how to do a basic function because nobody could help me figure out what I was doing. Hello! I'm guessing by the Google name that's on there, this is Cecil. I'm excited somebody actually showed up while I'm talking to myself. um, do we want to go out to dinner on Saturday with Cecil and Greasy?
um sure.
iPhone.
iPhone.
So let's see how long it takes me to forget where it fell. I came prepared tonight. I have tea for my throat. Mm. But yeah, and part of the reason it took me so long to figure out this stupid function that Wyson is just rattling off functions and he doesn't remember which ones he uses, so he can't tell me how to use them. Um, the person who is usually our Excel genius had would have to go back to his computer to look up how to set up the function because all he does is copies and pastes. So nobody could actually tell me how to do this. Oh, it's so easy to do thing. And I have limited access to what sites I can use. So it was fun. And it turns out the information that not Wyson gave me was bad information and was why everything was broken. I have a dog that suddenly planted herself under my feet. All new four-footed company compared to most streaming nights. But Miss Rowan is still running around being her little ninja self and getting into the trouble.
I'm just following them as fast as I can, but they're casting like close enough that I can't get them both right away.
Why did my computer make noises at me? Computer, why are you making noises?
If it was a chirp chirp, it was the TV.
Oh, the TV turned off. We have too many electronics that make sounds. So this giant shopping bag is one that I am making for work. We're having our employee appreciation fall festival. I think that's what they're calling it. Where they order a absolutely terrible catered lunch and we play really stupid games. And there's going to be gift baskets that we can put tickets in to win in a raffle. But we have to donate the gift baskets. And the bosses are so convinced of my amazing skills that they're like, oh, why don't you make a scarf? You can have that done in no time. They say to me on Monday. And everything has to be turned in by Friday. I'm not going to have a scarf done in 3 days. Instead, I went out and I got, excuse me, my largest, most ridiculous hook that I own, which is the same large, ridiculous hook I use to make the big gay blanket, by the way. Um, I decided to make a shopping bag. I've never made one before. I had started one for myself on Monday morning, but I got home and after being basically conned into making something, I dug into my stash to find enough yarn to make something and just went to work. I didn't have quite enough blue to do the whole thing, which is why it has a random stripe at the top.
Bye.
But let's see what else has happened. So I made it through my day without crying or punching anybody, by the way. I'm very proud of me. I sat at my desk. About the time I hit my seat, the panic attack kicked in. So that made today something special. This little stitch right here just doesn't want to cooperate. Now I'm all done. Grab my little snippies. I have more snippies to make in a minute. Knock that off. I'm going to get a needle to sew that in. Whee! Sorry, Delaney. I just bonked the dog in the head with a little cover for my scissors. It's not food, Rowan. These are the little markers I'd put in this morning to help me figure out where to put my handles so they were even. And so I'm not trying to move the computer. Once I weave in the loose end, I have a shopping bag big enough to actually fit a shopping trip in. I finished something. I've started a lot of somethings in the last 2 weeks, but I finished something. And now I'll get back to work on the shopping bag. It's a little bit smaller for me. Because I really like to have some nice shopping bags to take and not have to worry about my grocery bags. Oh, great. How many stitches was I doing on this? I think I was doing 3. 1, 2, 3. So these are actually surprisingly simple to make. I just made a flat bottom like I would for a hat. Um, but it's bigger than a head. And then when I decided I liked how round it was, I just started going up. And then a simple, I think it's called a honeycomb mesh, simple pattern so that it could move and progress a little bit faster. 2, 3. And I like the idea that I can keep it at small numbers that are easy to count, especially because I'm frequently but okay. This is the one that has a post. I did not necessarily think this out very well when I designed the pattern. But I'm not a pattern designer, so I really can't be held accountable. And oh, somebody else showed up. Hello, somebody else. I can't decide if I'm going to keep this purple the whole way or if I'm going to give it a different colored handle. The decision's going to be made when I finally go upstairs and see if I have the funky colored variegated yarn that I want to use. But this might be the wrong shade of purple to go with it. You're laughing at me still, aren't you?
What?
You're laughing at me, aren't you?
No. I'm laughing at nothing like that happened when Zav and I were leading the raid. Yeah, there were like 2 trash mobs. So of course we didn't fight.
Let's see, what else? Panic attack. I learned how to use Excel.
My cloth syrup's not working.
It was Wednesday. Other than that, work was slow. Oh, they also tried to get me to do a job I don't have security clearance to do. So that was fun.
How come you don't nap with me anymore?
Because she doesn't love you.
Huh?
Because she doesn't love you.
She's a jerk.
Dog won't nap with the wife anymore.
Eat all the beef.
Oh, and somebody left. I guess I was boring. CDDD. Yeah, that's about it. Other than the internet blowing up today. Somebody tried to shut down my favorite gossip website, so they were down for a couple of hours. And that's really about it, you know. Work, 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 come home, make dinner, load the dishwasher. Isn't life exciting? I feel like I should earn gold stars when I do grown up things like load the dishwasher. I hate doing it.
I can give you some.
You're going to give me stickers?
Yeah.
Where are we going to put them?
Get you one of those elementary school charts from the teaching.
What do I get when I fill up my chart? I paid all my bills and I did the laundry and I took the dog out. So you have to take me out for a milkshake
That you're paying for.
that I'll pay for. The reward is when I do all my chores, I'm allowed to buy yarn. And I don't get yarn anymore because I hate doing my chores. That's okay. One of these days, I'll actually buy the yarn and actually make something that I want and not just things that I think I should make because somebody will like them. I should make something for me because me will like them. Two. Aha, that's the end. Do I remember how many? Do I remember how many chains go at the end? I think it's 2.
Hi.
Yeah, the dog doesn't remember my pattern either.
Just don't have to tell me this time.
Oh, don't suggest it. She'll do it.
She's grinning at me.
My dog has a very unhealthy love for her stuffed animal. We're not pleased. Highly amused, but not pleased. Stop encouraging her.
I'm telling her to go play with it, not.
I don't trust her play right now. should hold this up where it's actually on camera and not down in my lap. This is how I hold it every day when I'm on the bus.
What's her name?
Because usually the bus is crowded. This yarn just does not want to come out properly. Do-do-do. Oh, what other random things can I just ramble about while I work on yarn? D&D. We
Broke the DM.
broke the DM again. He's a wonderful DM, but my god is he fragile sometimes. He's Let's play a one-shot campaign. One night, we'll just randomly pick a race. After you have your race, choose your class and your backstory, and let's go. He's making up the world as we go and everything. So I ended up playing a paladin. So
You're a terrible paladin. Just saying.
I'm an excellent paladin of a weird god. And we've decided that part of the theology of the liar is you don't actually lie all that much.
Well, I'm not saying, lie all the time. I'm just saying you're a terrible paladin.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be fighting people for with that god.
You're like a rogue cleric, but not like a Kaya rogue cleric.
I'm just going to remind you that this is the in-world version of this flying spaghetti monster turned real.
I know.
It was a joke religion that accidentally acquired a god.
I mean, at least you know you're not a drug runner.
And I'm the very first paladin of said god. So I get to make up the rules that I live by. Like, apparently, I've sworn a vow of poverty. That means I can't carry money. But I have a bank account with enough money in it that I don't know how much money's in it. But I've thoroughly enjoyed encounters where I'm supposed to be paying people for things, and I just turn to another player and go, pay the man. Because I'm convinced that I don't have to pay for things. But anyhow, so we broke him because this was a one-shot campaign. And then at the end of the evening, when we're all getting ready to break, he goes, so if we want to play again in 2 days, we could do that. Okay. So we spend a few days thinking about our characters, kind of rounding them a little bit more in our heads, getting ready to come back and take these bare bones characters and run with them. And his response was, oh my god, I didn't think you'd get into this. It was supposed to be a one-off. And we keep reminding him that the second session was his idea. And then not knowing what to do with these characters because they have no concepts. I found out halfway into the first session what my god was. Just like la la la, going. Wait, what kind of God do I worship? Because, well, you worship a God of lies, broken promises, um, and what were deception, and I can't remember what else, but basically a God who doesn't care about anything. Which is horrible because I hate playing characters that lie. I can't keep the story straight. So that's been fun to develop. And I'm a horrible thief because it's the wrong kind of lie for her. Also, my character's just too good for that. She stick firmly lodged up her butt. She is a noble dog. What did I do? Okay. I finished this round. I actually think I'm going to go because it's been a long day. Panic attacks are exhausting. And what did I do? Finish that stitch. Panic attacks are exhausting, and I think I need to unwind a little bit further and get ready for bed. So I will be back on Sunday, probably to finish the purple grocery bag, maybe to finish something else I started. Bye.